What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction, and y'all know it's Thursday. We usually do throwbacks, but I saw AK premiering this track at midnight, and I had to hit it up. Now, this one right here is going to be a little bit different because I usually don't record the intro separate, but I had the hiccups through the intro for the actual reaction while I was hanging out in the chat. Y'all missed all the chatter and everything, but if y'all missed the build up to the track actually premiering, then y'all actually missed out. Anyway, AK, we've done a couple of reactions to AK. When I saw he was premiering a track, I figured I may as well hit it up because I'm up. We've had a long day. My family needs a lot of prayers. Keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But moving on along, we going back to AK with this track right here that he's premiering. It's Family Tree, and I ain't gonna talk about what I just heard. Y'all have to watch the reaction to hear that. But you know, it may or may not be some fire. Either way, before we get into it, y'all know we on that grind up to 10,000 subscribers. We got about 100, or we got about 400 left to go before we hit there, before we hit that next goal milestone. Sub to the channel if you haven't already, if you enjoy the content. Join the Alpha Team by hitting that subscribe button, ding the notification bell if you want to always know when I got some new content dropping. And that's really all I got to say about that. We got to move on into it. Hey, like, share, subscribe as you feel led. This is AK with Family Tree. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. I'll see you on the other side. Let's get it.
Think about where all your inspiration comes from. Is he from your generation? If he's not, I'm sure you probably hate it, but ask yourself, would you have even made it?
Yo! He throwing up. He got Lil Wayne's face on there and everything. Man, come on. He talking right there. Hey, is he from your generation? If not, you probably hate that. All right.
If he's not, I'm sure you probably hate it, but ask yourself, would you have even made it?
Hey, and shout out, because a lot of people have called me like an old hat and stuff in some of my reactions. Like, I ain't really that much of an old hat, but like, best believe I'm about this older hip hop and stuff, right? Like, come on now.
If it wasn't for him and everybody else before him and before him and before him, cause you would never make it if it wasn't for him and those before him and before him and before him. I'm AK.
Yo! He got M's face in there too? Like, I don't even know all these faces he's throwing in here because it's kind of warped a little bit, but yo, I'm pretty sure that was Eminem's face right there. He comparing himself to M? Hey, you know what? Fair though. Like he putting things together like nobody has since, right? Like, come on now.
Before him and before him. I'm AK, I am not the next M, but everybody telling me that I'm the next him. But understand there will never be a next M. You'll probably twist my words and say I don't respect him. I always...
Ooh, he's saying right there, he's saying, hey, they won't be a next M, okay? They ain't another M coming around. Hey, slapping me in the face right there for throwing that out there, right?
There will never be a next M. You'll probably twist my words and say I don't respect him. I always preach to keep it real, so I'm about to now. M did not influence me, cause I was not allowed to listen to him. My parents said I was just a child. I wondered why, and I look back, and I got it now. My young mind back then probably wasn't ready to hear the shit that he talked about. They said he was too edgy, I couldn't listen to anything. Younger me, he was begging, I couldn't wait to hear the song about his mama's spaghetti. His influence on me was indirect, cause I was listening to Hobson, I was obsessed. I come to find he was...
Ooh, we got back up a little bit on that because he's getting into Hobson now. He was talking about M though. He's saying, hey, he wanted to listen to Lose Yourself, but he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to hit the content that M was talking about in his lyrics. His parents set him straight. Hey, and shout out, man. Good parents raising their kids right. Like, facts, man. Sometimes kids don't need to be listening to everything that's coming out right now. Like, straight up, just facts, man. Like, some of that stuff, it's a little bit too deep for your kids. It's a little too deep for my kids. Like, I get it. I get where you're coming from on that, man, 100%. And he's saying, like, he wasn't ready to be listening to M at the time, so M didn't influence him. He grew up listening to Hopsin. Let's see what he's got to say about Hop.
Anything younger me, he was begging. I couldn't wait to hear the song about his mama's spaghetti. His influence on me was indirect, cause I was listening to Hopsin. I was obsessed. I come to find he was the same way when it came to M. That's when it hit me. This culture's a family tree, and the shit affects the whole game from the beginning till I'm hitting old age. Cause even after when I'm gone, kids come up with more flames, and all this feed the industry with songs that bringing more rage. Cause they just hate the fact the era of sounds evolving. But where would they be if it wasn't?
Hey, he's talking about music evolving, man. Sometimes y'all don't like new things coming in. Sometimes I don't like new things coming in. But the fact is, all this stuff's tied together, man. Everything from Tupac going on through, man. Like, everything, every generation of rappers influences the next generation of rappers. If y'all don't like that evolution, y'all gonna be sorry. Because, like, them old guys, they gonna be out the game in a little bit, man. I remember when I was younger listening to Luda all the time, and then Luda became an actor, and it was a joke, like, Luda ain't gonna rap no more. Luda's gonna be an actor. Luda's an actor. And then it became legit, right? Like, Luda became an actor. Man, come on, facts.
For him, and everybody else before him, and before him, and before him. Cause you would never make it if it wasn't for him, and those before him, and before him, and before him.
Hey, right there in the hook, though, he's giving credit. He's saying, hey, you will never make it. I might not be M. I'm not M. They ain't gonna be another M. But I would have never made it if it wasn't for M. Alright, cool.
Once Cole became my idol, I was looking for his. Found out Nas was the reason that he did what he did. So I was looking up his classics, trying to find all his hits to see what spoke to Cole so I can grow. He know I was a kid. Illmatic, still classic, I feel that shit. Even though it dropped 5 years before the world had me. Shit was blessing the next king of this real rap shit. I don't hate the new generation, no, I love it. Let's make that clear happen. I got it off of my chest, now the truth is out. Look, already I can see all the fans that I'm losing now. Just because I fuck with Pump Roddy, Rich and Lil Uzi sound. If you don't like it, then don't listen, it's simple. I'm cruising around in the Civic, just wondering on how it be if they listen. They see that they got it twisted, and all these kids they've been dissing, all this time have been gifted. I'm just minding my business, shit, I'm blind to the situation. I plead the fifth, the old must respect the new must respect the old. If you a youngin' coming up, but you been hating on what's old, do your homework, learn the game, watch the way this shit's evolved. Without the old, your biggest idol, you would never even known.
Hey, we got 50's face in there now. But, hey, facts, man. He's talking about, hey, I hear this rapper, I want to go hear who influenced them. I want to do my research, back everything up. Man, it's the same thing when I start making beats and stuff. Like, I hear something that inspires me to make one, and I want to go check out who did this. Who influenced them? What's going on around this? Who else did they collab with? You know, all that. And he talking right here about rap. He talking like, hey, when I hear somebody that puts me on, I got to hear who pushed them, who you know, influenced them. I got to do this whole research because all this thing is a tree, right? And I'm not going to be the best at the game right now if I don't understand how the game got to where it's at right now. So he's saying, hey, a lot of y'all got love for AK, and I do too. And the fact is, man, AK ain't going to be nothing if he don't know how the game evolved, how the game got to where it's at right now. He ain't going to be able to perfect his craft. Good Lord, words, man, words! He ain't going to be able to perfect his craft, though, if he can't tell how it got to where it's at right now. He got to go back, find them things that maybe got missed before. Find them things that he can pull back out, right?
If it wasn't for him, and everybody else before him, and before him, and before him. Cause you would never make it if it wasn't for him, and those before him, and before him, and before him.
Hey. So, that right there, hang on, what's he got right here? Save the Beat Music Foundation. Portions of proceeds from this music video will go there to learn more about how Save the Music partners have or with local communities and school districts to build sustainable music program. Man, shout out, because I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of y'all that have been on the channel for a minute, y'all know I played a lot of music through school and stuff. I've been performing for the better part of the past 20-25 years or so, right? And most of that was through school music programs. I started out singing here and there what they would put on for like the talent shows or whatever. Then I went into jazz band, I went into pep band, I went into concert band, I went into marching band, you know, all those things. And all that stemmed out of all this stuff, man. Schools have to have sustainable music programs. I see a lot of schools canceling their music programs because of sports or whatever. Man, let me tell y'all, there are so many kids that look for that release, man. I think about the music program at my high school. 100%, man. 100%. It was about that connection that I made, not only with my band instructor, but with the other people that were in that class. And I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for some of those connections that I made, man. I can think about times where I would sit back on an amp or something, because I was a drummer. And I can think about sitting back on an amp, sitting next to the drum kit at the top of the stage, you know, all the way back up, because we had the auditorium style. We set the drum set up in the back on the left. And I can think about times where I had discussions about life, man, because one of those people reached out to me and said, "Hey, man, you don't look like you're 100% down." I would have had 100% different track on life if it wasn't for all that stuff. So, man, 100% appreciate and support what he's doing right here, and what he's talking about too, man. He's talking about the evolution of music. We got to pay tribute. We got to pay an homage to all those generations that came before. And what he's saying right here, man, he's saying, look, this right here, this is looking at them generations of hip-hop that came before. If y'all don't appreciate the new generation, don't appreciate what's coming right now, y'all better get with it, because it's changing whether you're with it or not. That's all I got for this one. I've had a rough day. Y'all know, if y'all checked out my other reaction that I dropped, it's been a long day for me and my family. Keep us in your thoughts and prayers. But I appreciate y'all checking out this one right here, hanging out with me for a minute. I hope that you guys are staying safe, taking care of yourselves wherever you're at. Love y'all. Appreciate everything that you do for the channel. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm DJ AlphaTyler, and I'm going to catch you guys next time.